Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're talking about something I'm really passionate about. The 5 chess books that I think can absolutely change your game. Seriously, these aren't just books. Think of them as the blueprints for building a chess supercomputer right inside your own head.
But let's be real for a second. We're living in an age where you can get infinite puzzles, video lessons. You can watch grandmasters stream 24/7. So why on earth would you crack open a book? I mean, it seems a little old-fashioned, doesn't it?
Well, here's the secret. All those online resources are fantastic for showing you what move to play in a certain position. But a great book teaches you how to think. It gets into the why. It builds the deep, structured thought process that separates the good players from the truly great ones. So, I want you to think of this as a curriculum. We're going to build a powerful chess engine, piece by piece, inside your mind. We'll look at the enduring wisdom of books, then install the key components: Fisher's tactics, Capablanca's principles, Nimzovich's system, Silman's strategy, and finally, Dvoretsky's endgame perfection. Let's get started.
So why do these paper and ink artifacts still pack such a punch in our digital world? Let's quickly touch on that.
See, this isn't just a top 5 list, this is a progressive path. Each book we talk about installs a critical new component into your mental machinery. We're going to start with the absolute basics, the tactical hardware, and build all the way up to the kind of flawless execution that wins tournaments.
All right, part 1, the foundation. Every single great chess player has a rock-solid tactical core. It's the raw processing power, the ability to see combinations and deliver that final blow. And for that, there's no better place to start than with a true legend.
You gotta hear this story. In 1958, a 15-year-old Bobby Fischer goes to Moscow and just starts demolishing Soviet masters in blitz chess. One of them, Vladimir Alatorsev, was so shaken he went home and told his wife, "I just played the future world champion." It's that same raw, electrifying genius that Fischer managed to bottle up in his book.
Now, the magic of this book isn't just Fisher's name. It's the method. It's called programmed learning. Instead of just throwing random puzzles at you, it breaks down complex checkmating patterns into tiny, bite-sized pieces. It asks you a question, you answer it, and you don't move on until you've truly mastered that one little idea. It's like it's hardwiring tactical vision directly into your brain.
Okay, tactical hardware is installed. Awesome. But every computer needs an operating system. Something clean, efficient, and reliable that runs everything else. For our chess engine, that operating system comes from the third world champion, the incredible José Raúl Capablanca.
They called Capablanca the chess machine, and for good reason. His clarity was just otherworldly. You see, he wasn't looking for crazy, complicated fights. His whole genius was about simplification. He'd play a quiet opening, steer the game towards a simple position, and then squeeze out a win in an endgame where his understanding was just light years ahead of everyone else's.
And that's exactly what his book Chess Fundamentals teaches you. It's about choosing the path of simple certainty over chaotic calculation. Why jump into a messy brawl when you can trade down to a position you know you can win? This book installs those core guiding principles. It's the clean, logical OS that your entire chess game will run on.
So we have our hardware, we have our operating system. Now it's time to install the software, the sophisticated programs that let us think long-term and make strategic plans. And for that, we have to talk about the revolutionary Iranian Nimzovich and his masterpiece, My System.
You know, before Nimzowitsch came along, a lot of deep strategic ideas were, well, they were like ghosts. Masters could feel them, but they couldn't really explain them. Nimzowitsch changed everything. He was the guy who saw these ghosts, gave them names, and created a system so that any player could learn to see them too.
Let me give you just one example. The blockade. It's one of his most famous ideas. So imagine your opponent has a pawn barreling down the board. The old way of thinking was just to try and stop it. Nimzovich's idea was genius. Just plant a piece, usually a knight, right in front of it. Bam! The pawn is frozen, and that square your knight is on, it just became an incredible, powerful outpost. My system is full of these game-changing concepts.
Okay, so Nimzowitsch gave us this amazing strategic vocabulary. But how do we actually use it in a real game? It can be a little abstract. Our engine needs a software upgrade, a modern user interface. And that upgrade is Jeremy Silman's How to Reassess Your Chess. Silman's big idea is deceptively simple. Every plan you make should be based on the imbalances on the board. The key differences between your position and your opponent's. Think of these imbalances like a roadmap. They literally point you in the right direction and tell you exactly what you should be trying to do.
And the best part is, he gives you a checklist. You just look at the board and ask, who has the better minor piece, whose pawn structure is better, who has more space. Say you realize your knight is way better than his bishop. That's an imbalance. So what's the plan? Keep the position closed so the bishop stays bad and find a juicy outpost for your knight. Suddenly, you're not guessing anymore. The board is telling you the plan. It's brilliant.
At this point, our engine is looking pretty slick. It's got tactical firepower, a clear operating system, and deep strategic software. But to get to that next level, we need to optimize it. We need to fine-tune it for absolutely flawless execution. And for that, we have to face the final boss, Mark Dvorchesky.
Look, when a world champion like Vladimir Kramnik, a guy known for being an endgame god himself, says a book is an absolute must, you just have to listen. Dvorchesky's Endgame Manual isn't really a book. People call it a university for a reason. It is the undisputed gold standard, a book that grandmasters themselves study and, frankly, are a little terrified of.
And here's why. This is not a casual read. Dvorchesky's manual covers more than 2,200 essential endgame positions. Yeah, going through this book is the chess equivalent of running a marathon. It's tough, it's demanding, but if you can get through it, your endgame play will be transformed. You'll be confident, you'll be precise, and you will be absolutely lethal.
So let's take a step back and look at what we've built. We've gone from installing the basic hardware all the way up to fine-tuning our machine into a grandmaster-level thinking tool. And here it is, your path to mastery laid out. You start with Fischer to install your tactical core. Then, you lay down Capablanca's fundamental operating system. You install Nimzovich's deep strategic software, then upgrade it with Silman's modern practical interface, and finally, you optimize the whole thing for perfection with Dvoretsky. Each one of these books is a masterpiece that gives you an essential piece of the puzzle. When you put them all together, you have a complete curriculum for chess improvement. So the only question that's left is, are you ready to start building?
Because at the end of the day, all the videos and puzzles in the world can't replace that deep, rewarding work of building your own understanding one page at a time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If this blueprint helps, do me a favor and drop a comment letting me know which book you're going to start with. And be sure to subscribe for more explainers like this. Now go on, get to it, go hit the books.